Yeah,
Good.
I just started the recording, so welcome.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
Dean, you want to get us started?
Yep. We'll go ahead and start. And again, don't forget to write your name, last name, comma, first name, comma, school, comma, district. And Chris is going to, he has a lot of material, so I can't wait to see it, his YouTube library. And I'll let you take it from there, Chris.
Yes, good morning, guys. I missed you all. Yes, this morning, what I do is taking physical education. Since March, I was like, I want my students to see me. So my gymnasium is my tutorial of bringing my information to the kids. So they have the chance to look at my videos anytime they want to. I have students a couple minutes down the road, and then I have a student that's internationally in France. So the time gaps are pretty significant and different. Some kids wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and they, hey, I'm done with my assessment. Did I pass the class? I can't really help you because I've been doing this from 9 to 1, and I put on my videos for them to look at. And to access, they just have to click, right? It's just that easy. I leave them quick questions like, what color is this headphones, right? This is an earbud. I use technology to embrace and help them, right? If they need help, email me. My email is right down in the chat box. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. I'll be available after hours for you guys, 9 to 1. It's really easy, quick email. I started a classroom just for you guys. It's a test classroom. So what I do is I'm going to start sharing right away. If you guys have any questions, just interrupt me like a typical student would do. You don't have to raise your hand. Just be like, Mr. A, Mr. A. And so, nope, I cannot share. That's great because, you know, I am not the host.
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh my
You're
gosh,
all set
Susan!
now.
It's okay. It's not Susan's fault. Technology is an inconvenience sometimes. As you see,
You're all set now, Chris.
I can walk away and still talk to you guys because I got, Gene was asking me about this, earbuds. Okay, they're a little bit different from headphones. It deletes the noise from my neighbor chainsawing next door. And with using YouTube, is you can get away from your camera and still talk, and it can pick up the noise. So feel free to pick up some. I use skull candies. They work pretty good, and they hold up. They're not going to blow up. And you can switch them. If one runs out, you can switch the other ones. I've used them in many different things, and you can go for a run too. They hold the charge. So let's get going. So starting off, yeah, we'll show off everything on my screen. Everybody's hands up. Great. Okay, so starting off.
Oh, this is cool.
YouTube. This is my channel. From the beginning, I start with setting up content. So I use Screen Classify to start a video. There's 3 different settings. Camera is just my face using the web only. Okay, desktop is actually showing what's on the screen. If I wanted to do a tutorial of what's here, using web browsers is using everything within the screen. Okay, so from here, we're just going to do quick, easy. We have 2 different options, right? So you have to click and then share. I can slow this down if you want. You just let me know. And then if you need help, feel free to email me. So from the beginning, this is a countdown. So this is recorded. 2 different sets. I only have 5 minutes, so I try to thank them for watching my video. Okay, and then be specific, quick. You're here for one thing, for the educational purposes. We want you to stay active, positive. The core requirements for our school is being respectful, safe, responsible, and involved. Okay. I wanted to thank Jeff Bailey for showing me all these cool ideas before school ended. Okay. I use technology in physical education. And then I'm going to stop my video. Okay. And then from here, it's going to ask me some prompts. Okay. I should run my title so people can access it. This is what's going to go into your YouTube page. Okay. Mr. A is my name. YouTube is what you can look up. Okay. It could be an assessment. It could be a title. It could be 3rd grade, 4th grade. Just to link it up to YouTube, to break down into the content more, instead of editing my YouTube page, I want it a little rough, make it personal. I do make mistakes. So I do leave content in front of me down below. Could publish it and edit it accordingly. So from there, I go to publish YouTube. Okay. Then I can add more content from this page. Okay, this is very specific. Privately is only you can view. Okay. Public means anybody in the whole wide web can view it. Okay. Unlisted meaning only
Can you share your screen
those
again
that
so we can see?
you cannot see this part.
No, just seeing you.
Yeah, we're just seeing you.
Okay, that's
You stopped
Okay.
sharing your screen, Chris, and then you forgot to
Okay.
reshare it.
that could be okay. Hold on. Doop, boop. Thank you for interrupting, like a good student. There it goes. So from here, I'll backtrack. So I went over and I hit publish YouTube. Right? And then it went from, gave me a couple options. It automatically shows up as private, so only I can view. Then after that, public, meaning anybody in the internet can view it. Okay. For this, just because it showed people's pictures of my content, I want to just keep it for this tutorial. So Mr. A test class. Okay. So I'm uploading it from here to YouTube, which is great. It will tell me when it's already uploaded, and it hasn't shared it to anybody at this point. Now I can view it from YouTube, but since I already have it in many screens, and so my screen doesn't bog down, this is my YouTube page. So when you go to it, yeah, it kind of got distorted since I was recording multiple.
Huey.
Yeah, you're going to my playlist. It's okay. I had different music set up for
Tragic.
everyone to listen to. Back to the Future is quite popular right now. So right here is my YouTube page. So this is where it will end up if I refresh it a couple times. You guys can all see this, right?
Chris, I have a question.
Okay. Yep.
Is your YouTube page the same as your YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I just wasn't sure
Yeah.
if there were two different things or not.
Yeah. Your channel is pertainly your there's 5 different YouTube apps right here. YouTube TV is where you can buy different things. YouTube Music, this is the music you could design. YouTube Kids are designed for a younger generation. YouTube Academy is where you can create your subject matter. I don't go into that precisely. YouTube artists is how you can design artwork or music or movies. I don't deal with that specifically. I just want to try to get my content from me to the students. One way they access it, which is really neat and easy, is from Google Classroom. So Google Classroom is found from your Gmail account, which you guys can all see my Gmail account. My school teacher or administration is emailing me saying hi. So I made a test classroom. As you know, the email, the video that we sent went to the YouTube channel. It already saved it. So what I did is I made a classroom for you guys. If you guys want to write down this class code, you can join this classroom, and this actually has the link to my YouTube channel.
Chris, is it possible to put that
Yeah, I can.
in the,
I
yeah,
can copy and paste.
thanks.
That's a little bit bigger for you. Those that are visually.
And can you put the link in there too, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's very pushy.
No, she's persistent. It's okay.
No, I just need details myself.
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her.
And I stopped sharing just so I can add that. Does anybody at this time have, oh, there we go. I see hands. This is like really good. This is awesome. That is the class code. I'm going to upload my class channel. Kelly, I saw your hand was raised.
Did you have to have any special permission from your administration to be able to have a YouTube channel?
I did in the beginning,
Okay.
where I said I wanted to get my information to the student. What do you recommend?
Mhm.
And is this okay? That's the main thing, is I'd rather ask for permission rather than forgiveness.
Yeah.
And my teachers and other colleagues, they know we want to get our content out to the students. We have Facebook designs, we have TikToks. We got to keep it appropriate. We have administration for that. What's good about YouTube is I've been spammed and trolled on YouTube. And what YouTube does is they stop it and they close it down. And then I'm like, wow, that was really good. They sent me an email. They were like, your video was closed down and shut off. And I'll show you guys how to go into your YouTube too. And you can design you can use Safe YouTube, but that's another step that's additional. But within YouTube, you can say for kids under 13, which gives you less ads, gives you less restrictions, and makes it easier for the kids. It makes it bigger on the screen too, leaves you less advertisement.
That's what I have.
And that gives the kids, that gives the kids more time to work with the material.
Okay.
And normally, go ahead.
No, you finish what you're saying.
And that gives the kids more time it will re-loop on itself. Like I tried it with my daughters. They're great guinea pigs. They just don't know it.
Chris, what does it mean to be trolled or whatever the other term was?
To be trolled or spammed. Trolls are people that hide underneath bridges.
No, but
Try to come.
No, but what does it look like in YouTube? I know what Zoom was like.
YouTube is people attach a link to your video. So once they click on your video, there's a comment down below that says, hey, check out this comment. And then there's another link that sends you to inappropriate material or another advertisement. And from there, it's just a spiral of deception. And what,
Really good to
yeah,
know.
Lynn. What's that?
That's really good to know. I would never have thought about that.
Yeah, YouTube has different parameters. Yeah, Lynn?
Yeah, thanks, Chris. You know, Brunswick School Department will not allow us to use YouTube. However, there is a way to make that YouTube safe. Would you have us the ability to be able to, Kelly's going like this. That's the piece I'd really love to know, because it really limits what we, yeah, everybody's going.
Yeah, I could show you that really quick. With any of my videos, I can make it safe. Okay. I just got out of that. So let me go here. I'm going to show you my screen once again. So anybody else want to be on a waiting list, just put your name in the chat list and we'll come back to you after that. So real quick, I'll share you my screen and show you how I actually do that. So here's my screen. We'll go, Studio is where you check out how things are developing. You can check out your videos. You can see how things are doing. Right now I have 5 subscribers, which I don't care about the subscribers. I'm looking at the views per day. They're dropping drastically. That means my students are not checking my sites or content at all. Okay. From here, I can see how many students actually go to my videos. And you can see some are public, some are unlisted, right? These are because I want a terrific Tuesday. Yesterday was Marvelous Monday, right? This was some kids that needed get some work done, right? If I go to Terrific Tuesday and I go to edit, you can add restrictions to some of these videos down below. Right here, audience. Is this for kids? Is it not for kids? Age restrictions. Right there. Can everybody see it? Okay.
Yep.
Can I get a yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. And from here, you can add playlists, you can have music, you can change different themes, you can cut, edit. I like to go to the analytics of my videos. I can go to the editors. I can delete comments if I see it has nothing to do with my content. If somebody's trying to be my friend on YouTube, I delete any comment whatsoever. I'm not here to make friends. I'm just here to put out professional content.
You can turn the comments off altogether as well, I believe.
Yes, you can. Yes. But just in case my students want to know more information, I like to allow them to be like, hey, this really worked for me. And then they're allowed to be part of the YouTube experience. I know there's a lot of YouTubers in there. Does anybody have any questions?
I got
that
one.
missed? Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Hey, have you noticed that kids are participating more by this, doing this way?
I
or-
like the way you asked. Yeah, the content alone, it actually made me change or fluctuate what I put out. They like seeing me outside more. So I took 2 different, the same information, one outside, one inside, and put it in front of them. They clicked on the one that was mostly outside than inside. They were sick and tired of the pine. They actually wanted me to dress up more. This was high school students. And that's why I started with costumes, and they needed a change. They needed that inspiring content that we all have personalities. They needed more. So I brought out what I like to call the blue suit.
Uh-oh.
And and then I got 70 views, and I'm like, so that means every kid from my student watched it twice. And I'm like, or some kids watched it multiple times. And as long as they were active, it was for COVID-19. And I was like, you have to jump for 19 minutes. It doesn't matter how big you are, how blue you feel, you have to jump. And then I got my kids involved. I got the dogs involved. And it inspired each one of them. Kids started participating more.
Interesting.
And that's what I embraced. So I can show you the analytics of it showed on YouTube, and you can show it right back. Does your content, how do you know if people are looking at it? And then I can show you through YouTube, through a little share. Do we have any video questions? Anybody else before I leave? Any second questions? Okay. I don't see anybody waving to me. I don't see any names. Okay. So I'll go into the analytics of the videos. So after you go to your channel and you put some content out there, you can see who actually looks at it. You can actually show playlists and see how many people views. You can actually edit your playlist too. You can put videos. You can have private playlists that only you have for like one video for 8 hours long for meditation. We'll go back. So the analytics of the videos, you can break down in, this is based on just 1 month. Okay. Oh, 2 months. So you can break it down into, this was a time frame of May 13th to June 9th. Sporadic.
Right.
Okay. So let's open it up to 90 days because we've been COVID for, I've had 839 views, watch time of 12 hours of content, and 5 subscribers. This works better if I have a line graph. This was a blue suit right here. But as you see, after April vacation, it tanked.
Yeah.
I have 33 kids in one class. I have 3 classes. So as you see the decline after April vacation, and then we came out with some different standards within our district after May. So as you see, that declined too. And my results are proven within my district, within my results. And the top views, you can give percentage points. They like to know personal. They like the squirrel video. See, I had a squirrel problem. They like that one 72 times. So
we got to see the blue one. Come on.
Chris, while you're right there on your page still, will you show how to run one of your videos through something like Safe YouTube or Safe Share TV, and then link that Safe link to your classroom?
Okay.
Us elementary folks, that's what I've been doing with my my field day videos, and that's what elementary folks need to be able to do.
So if you take this, if you go back into your channel, to your studio page, and that, like, YouTube is already set up on any device you get. It's kind of like a search engine that you have. So it's there for your convenience. Once you go into your YouTube account and start using it, it starts building up profiles, saved your content. Within that information, it saves all the stuff you watch, your videos. So once you want to access your videos, you check your channel and go into your studio, make a video. You can actually make a video just with normal cameras, right? To use to save data on your phones. You could upload it to YouTube. and not show anybody. It's up to you. So within the question, she asked, how do you make it safe? How do you upload it to your classroom? So for the audience, this one's safe for my kids. That's how I made it safe for kids. I clicked. Is it not for kids? One click here. So it was safe for kids, YouTube video. So this is public, set by me. I can add another playlist. What's great about YouTube and Screen Classify is if you have music in the background, they'll actually apply the copyrights to your music if they pick it up and can find it.
Hey, Chris.
If you don't have it. Yeah.
We have a couple of comments in the chat box.
Yeah.
And
Chris, can you walk through the steps of YouTube?
could you show them how to put one of those links into
Yes.
Safe YouTube? That'd be great.
Yep.
And
That was my next step.
okay, and Drew was.
They give you a link.
Did you see the one about
Yeah.
that, Chris?
They give you a link. Nope. Thanks.
The one from Drew and Becky.
Safe TV. I don't use Safe TV because that's one more step to save it from commercials. I use the save function within YouTube. So you're using another outside source. I use the save within Safe TV. I don't know a lot about Safe TV, so I use the functions within YouTube. Does that help you, David? But Kelly knows a lot about Safe TV.
It's Drew. It's Drew.
My
Drew,
internet connection is unstable.
Drew, do you want to unmute and tell us anything about Safe TV or Share Safe?
There wasn't much, just something new that I came across. It's a website that you can take other people's YouTube videos and then share them within your class so that you can be sure that it takes out the other content you don't want them to access.
I'm happy to run through those steps
Becky,
at some point if you'd like. I use both Safe YouTube and Safe Share TV because Safe YouTube I found has a limited number of uploads that they allow on a daily basis. So if you're working late in the day, you may run into that roadblock. I found that early in this remote learning. But when Chris is done, if anyone's interested, I can walk you through that.
Thanks, Becky. And Chris,
Yeah.
So
Great.
a Safe YouTube.
what's that? Yeah, Becky for Safe YouTube. Great.
Yeah, I teach elementary school, so I have to run all of my stuff through that.
Yeah.
I have to do my middle school, but high school, I use the settings like you do, Chris.
Yeah. What's good after Screen Classify, it asked me if I wanted to copy and paste the link. So what that happens is that gives me the link from my YouTube channel. This link right here is automatically saved from Screen Classify when I do a video. So if needed to, I could highlight, copy, and then go into my classroom and say, hey guys, watch my video. And then I like to ask them a question. What color is the headphones in the video? So I know they actually received it. And then I go down to the Google Classroom ad. add my YouTube file, go up to the link box, hit Control V because I already hit Control C and copied the link. Look it up, and it's already there. All right. And then I add it, and it's all set up. And then from here, I post, and it's created in a matter of seconds. And from here, I can click on it and see what happened. Oh, I uploaded the wrong video.
Me,
There's this
That's
blue
cool.
guy dancing. There's no headphones. So as you see, I uploaded the wrong video. But
no, good.
yeah, I know.
It was a trick
No,
question.
no, it was
trick
really good.
question. There was
Yeah,
no.
you don't have to do that.
Yeah. See? And that's the kids will respond like you weren't wearing headphones, but they watch your content and they know you were active. And they'd be like, hey, we want to see the blue suit again. Can you play basketball with it? And I'm like, I guess if you want, yeah, but you gotta do it too. And the kids enjoyed like me going above and beyond. They wanted to go outside more. And I'm like, you can, I encourage it, but some kids cannot. And they added those side questions, side comments. And I want them to put comments, put emojis. Safe YouTube is a great thing to use when you have the availability to use it at different levels. I know my kids, we have safe protections on their devices, and IT is really good for it to keep that content out. So feel free to call on because I got this from my IT department. Jeff Bailey, he just kept on hooking us up with so much useful information, and we just put it in our toolbox. And now I use YouTube because I'm not professional in all ranges. We do wiffle ball. I try to offer 12 different sports and traditional sports. Mr. Papiano, he does great bike tutorials. Feel free to reach over to, but I'm not a bike expert, but he knows people that are. And we try to take the range of motion and go, possibilities are endless. So does anybody have any questions so far about uploading links on my YouTube channel before we get into safe YouTube? I offer, if somebody wants to put a whole bunch of videos up, share it with your colleagues, a friend, be honest. Like some people are like, I couldn't see your video. That's okay. It's good to be honest. And people are like, I couldn't see what color your shirt was. That's good, because the honesty will fall into going back and forth with your student to open up that line of communication. Because if they have a problem with your video, they might have a problem at home. They might not be able to be successful in what they're doing. And it's not just your class. It could be somebody else's class too. So reach out to your colleagues. And Becky, what's up with Safe YouTube?
Do people want to see that process?
Sure.
Yeah. Chris, do you mind if I share my screen?
It'd be good to go, Becky.
Okay. Jackson, you're gonna have to wait a minute. That's my son knocking on my door. All right. So I've done the YouTube channel as well. Are you all able to now see my screen? So this is my YouTube channel, and again, like Chris said, this is the studio where you can see all your videos. And I have made just a short video clip with my son's helped me do all of the field day activities. So as you hover over each video, you see this stack of 3 dots here. All right, and there's my shareable link. It automatically copies it to your clipboard. And then you would go to the Safe YouTube website. And then the other one is Safe Share. I think that's .tv. And then just paste your link to your YouTube video into here. Click Generate Link. Okay. And now it's created, it's kind of like a link on another website. Before I click it to show you what it looks like, I'm also going to copy this link because that's what I'm going to add into my assignment that the kids will see. So just to show you what your video will now look like, this is the screen that the kids will see. Middle school 4th and 5th graders, Mrs. Belmore here for
Notice that it doesn't have all the ads on the side. You can't click on anything else. They can only see your video. So now that I have that link created and copied, I can go to my assignment, and this is the board that I created for my virtual field day. All right, and every block here that's underlined is I've already made the link to it. So if I click on one of these, there's the Safe YouTube link. Now the kids will click on that and they'll go to the video for that activity. Yes, yep, I still made it through YouTube. It's still posted on YouTube, but it is private and you can only see it if you have the link, either through Safe YouTube, or if I did share the link directly to my YouTube channel, then you would see it in that traditional format. This is my son Jackson helping me out with some some instructional videos, little flip your lid. And then also, if you want to put it into a classroom assignment, let me show you what that would look like. Here's a classroom. So let's view this assignment. This is my last week assignment to do an epic obstacle course. Let's click on the instructions. So I've created the assignment. I've made the link. Note, this is the link to my Safe YouTube. I also put another example of a teacher colleague of mine in Connecticut who shared a link to hers that she posted to her students. I thought it would be fun for them to see another example. And I ran that link also through the Safe YouTube, so you can see the thumbnail looks similar. And then I've attached my form that the students will fill out that is just a simple way for me to collect some data. So I'm not looking at the analytics through YouTube like Chris is doing, because my kids they're not watching these videos through the YouTube directly. It's also, I don't know if Chris already said this, but it's also a way for you to have your videos accessible, but not taking up space on your desktop, on your laptop or your iPad or iPhone, phone, whatever you're using to create them. And they won't go away. You can access them through any device. So, any questions there?
Very cool. Very cool.
I know at the elementary level, you pretty much, we have to do that.
I have a question.
Some kind of screening to take away all the ads and the additional links. Because you can just keep linking on things that you don't want them to go to.
Yeah. Polly?
Hi, thanks. I know this isn't quite in line with asking YouTube questions, but I've been trying to use the Google Classroom for all my middle schoolers. So I have grades 5 through 8 and separate each classroom by grade level. My question is, I struggled to get the kids to send me their videos because I did similar things, just not using YouTube. So the assignment was design your own obstacle course or game. You can send videos would be, part of the extra quality piece of that, or pictures, or, if they had to just do a written part of it, that was fine. But I had a hard time with any assignment getting them to return them back into Google Classroom. I would occasionally be looking for something else and find something in Google Docs or some other place, and some random place that I would just accidentally find these assignments. So I don't know if anybody can help me with that.
Yeah, you're not alone. A lot of students have a wide variety of ways to convey their information, either through videos. I've seen everything from a video link inside a Google Doc that had different pathways.
Okay.
So some students, they're just hitting resubmit and not putting in any work.
Right.
Some are putting videos into the comment box within your video. So the main thing is telling them how you want your information, the feedback loop continued. Basically, I told them explicitly in the comment in my Google Classroom. I can show you real quick. Down below in the comment, tell me what kind of headphones. Send me back your response, either in a slideshow or attach a document, and highlight attached document. Because if not, you will get a wide variety of information. I deal with high school. I got Instagram, I got TikTok, I got Snapchat, and I'm like, no, I want it one way, and that's it, because of different standards.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Thank you.
Another way, Polly, you might be able to collect information is through attaching a form. That's what I've figured out is kind of the easiest way on that assignment that I shared. There was a form that the kids had to fill out, and it was just simple questions, your name, your teacher's name, and then some detail about the assignment that demonstrated to me a little bit about what they did. Like in the obstacle course, the question was, list 3 items that you used in your obstacle course. In my demonstration, my son ran down the stairs and he did a weaving pattern through a series of 6 trees that we have in our yard. And then he used our rock wall to leap across with some balance skills. So he might list a flight of stairs, a row of trees, and a rock wall. Their goal was to use as many natural obstacles as they could without needing other equipment or creating things. But it's an easy way. And it took me a number of weeks through this whole thing to figure out an easy way to get that information back without a video or without something else that they turn in.
Okay. So that's for kids that either don't want to do a video or struggle with the process of doing the video and submitting it.
Right. Well, and also because my students in my district, I can't hold students accountable for the work. So I wanted the simplest, easy way to get a little bit of information back. And like Chris said, if they really did the work or not, I don't know. Right. But I can't provide any grading on anything. We have no way to measure, if students have met any degree of standards. So
Right.
the video portion of it wasn't so important to me as just getting a little bit back that the students accessed my content. And that was the simplest way. And if you do it in a form, then you can also, the Google Suite will transfer that information over to a spreadsheet, and it's super easy to to sort by the question or even the timestamp that it's been submitted. So you know exactly what day students did access your content.
Okay, thank you.
And that part was important for us because we were tracking attendance by engagement.
Okay.
So I needed that timestamp. When did the student actually look at this information?
Perfect. Thank you.
I think that's huge as we are looking into the fall. If you can engage your students, even if they're checking in with you, you've already started to build the scaffolding for a platform that maybe you're becoming extremely comfortable with and then can share detailed directions in the fall. And maybe pick 1 or 2 applications that would work best with your students. And be consistently using those. You're comfortable, they can be comfortable with it, and it will reduce finding my version of obstacle course pieces from like literally 109 locations. So
Yeah, to bridge off Becky's thing is I did a couple different things of DIY basketball, miniature golf, and frisbee, and I left them 4 questions, and then I gave them multiple choice, and they had to pick which one worked best for them, which one they could improve, and which one they struggled with. And then that last one, and this was the knowledge-based part, is how are you going to improve the skill or knowledge that I gave you? The new stuff. Practice. Practice and actually teaching somebody else. This is how you truly learn something, is teach a little person or show me how you did it. You can either do a drawing, you do a slideshow, a little cartoon, make it silly, put on a suit, right? You don't have to do a YouTube on every case, but show me what you learned. And the kids, they have great imaginations. They can use their stuffies, their dragons, even an obstacle course with a remote control car. This is what I did. I went through the so where there's a will, there's a way. As long as you continue that feedback loop and build emotion, they'll love it, and they'll remember it too.
Yep. Good one.
The great thing about with the videos is I only put videos for less than 5 minutes of content. Is I only want the kids to get the information. If they have questions, I have more paper. I have books. I got new dice for yoga videos. I just want them to try it out, see if it works for them, get the knowledge in many different forms. Some kids didn't like the videos, so I had to actually type it all out, send it to them. And some kids, they were like, I want more. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not a master at basketball. I got some videos from Russ Westbrook, and try this, see if this works out. And he's like, no, that destroyed me. What? Can you put on the blue suit again? And I'm like, and play basketball. I'm like, no, we got to move on. We got to move on. And he's like, well, I want the blue suit. And then I sent him a link. You can buy it on Amazon. Feel free, but be respectful. When you buy a blue suit, ask for permission, not for forgiveness. And I know other people use different forms, and that's okay. And just thanking those that shared it with you. Like I learned something new about changing your screen to black at night. So I know at nighttime, your screen is all white, and I change it to a black theme. So everything that now was black is white. So it's better on my eyes, and it doesn't get that wonderful glow that all insects like during the night.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like what Zoom is doing. It's not white, it's black. So it's different platforms that everybody likes to use. So as much as you use it, you'll be more and more comfortable with it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask your IT and be like, hey, how does this work for you? And if you find a mistake within it, YouTube will help you. And there's a lot of help options. And when in doubt, YouTube, you can actually, how do you do YouTube? There's a lot of tutorials. Like how do you submit work on YouTube? I had a kid ask me, I was like, well, this ain't a YouTube video to do YouTube, but just send me a video. It doesn't have to be on YouTube. And he's like, oh, is that easy? I'm like, yeah. And he didn't even have to set up his own channel. This is just one way I had to convey messages to him to make it easy for him. He's like, yeah, it's easy. It was actually more difficult for him to upload the video and email it to me than doing a YouTube video. So does anybody have any questions? I know we have limited time, and I see David. He's got questions.
What do you use for the actual filming? An iPad or your cell phone? What do you?
I'm using an Acer Chrome. I have different platforms. Acer, the laptop they gave me right from school, and then I also use. I just have a Samsung phone, and then I can use any video, right, and upload it to YouTube. There's a little icon within YouTube that says create video, and it's kind of like uploading it to Facebook or any type of video posting. And then it will ask you the credentials of what you want to do with it, like adding different content, adding a title, adding the restrictions that you want, and then sending it or sharing it in any way you want to, either Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Gmail, Google Classroom, and it gives you that link. And then once you have that link, the possibilities are endless. You could drop it actually right in the chat room if anybody wants to share their own channels. I know Becky's ready to share hers.
She's always ready.
No, I was waiting for it. Nope, she didn't want to do it.
No, I have all my stuff private. Only my students see my stuff.
Yeah, I share my content just to help other kids, other students, other professionals. And I do make mistakes.
I try to do my stuff in one take also.
Me too.
Didn't somebody say something about just being real with it?
Yep.
My obstacle course one with my son, he was past like the halfway point, and all of a sudden I hear a dirt bike start in the background. My husband had no idea that I was recording, and I had no idea that he was doing dirt bike maintenance. But it's a great, I mean, you could still hear me talking over it, so it was fine.
I know we don't have time for this, but maybe somebody can direct me where to go with this, but I am not computer savvy at all. And I tried to do a video of myself flying a kite because it was a recreational activity for the kids. So I had pictures, I had links that they could go to, but I wanted to share an actual video of me doing that. I could not, I didn't know how to turn that into an MP4 file, and I think that's what our computer teacher said to do. The kids did better with turning in videos to me. I couldn't somehow make it work to them. So
How'd you record the video, Polly?
It was with an Apple phone. It was with a phone.
Yeah, and within that app if you have the YouTube app on your phone, you can log into, I mean, I don't know if you want to do it through YouTube, or if you can put it into your Google account the same way, you might be able to do it that way. Or if it's on your phone, you could email it to yourself, which
right.
sometimes emailing the files just are too big, and through a phone it doesn't.
Right.
That doesn't work. But
so how do you change that? How do you change? I mean, I don't want to.
That's where Chris is going to step in.
Okay.
Yeah. What you want to do is you want to have at least 30 seconds to a minute of content.
Yeah, super
because
short.
what a lot of videos these days is have a high resolution and they take up a lot of memory.
Mhm.
I know that from my own experience from my phone. It has a 1080 pixel on the cameras. It's got three cameras, and I know your phone probably has some cameras and some different functions. And the more resolution you have, the more usage or memory it uses up. So you want to crop that, and just you might want to get another. You could crop it down. You could upload it to Facebook and see what forms you might want to use. You might want to use Screen Classify. You could actually hold it up in front of your Zoom thing and record it over it. Record a recording. See if
Okay.
that works out too.
With
and
Screencastify, you can also upload directly to YouTube.
Okay.
Or to your Google Classroom.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
And that's
Yeah.
and they give you that quick link, and 30 seconds of flight time, I think, is amazing.
I think it was 50. It might have been 50 seconds. I just.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And both of those applications are free if you limit your videos on Screencastify to 5 minutes or under 5 minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and the more and more you use it, the more and more you learn from other people. And whatever you use, what's great is you could always go back and you'd be like, hey, I'm struggling right about now. What did I do last year? And YouTube allows you to keep the information. Like, oh, I had a mousetrap experiment where you use mousetraps in your classroom, and you show them the safe way how to set a mousetrap. Think about it. Possibilities. Maybe.
Serious?
I am serious. It's on my YouTube channel. But it's private because permissions.
Do you know how many lawyers are in Cape Elizabeth right now who live there?
So
the great thing is about, yeah, go ahead, Becky.
No, but go ahead, Chris. That's fine.
They were plastic. They don't trap into your hand. They trap on themselves. So the kids are, oh, they're going to hurt them. They're safe mouth traps. They enclose on themselves. So they're not the real mouse traps. They're the safe ones. So when they reach in the bag, they think they're going to snap. No, it just holds on to you.
So I also did just figure out recently that if you're using your YouTube app on a device like your iPad, you can actually video right on there. Through the studio, it has a video camera icon, and so it takes away the whole separate device kind of thing. Just another option.
Yeah,
there's no cost.
When I use my YouTube, no, it's free. And some content, like if you have a lot of subscribers, but that's where the advertisements will give you kickbacks. And we're not here for the kickbacks. If we were, we would all be filled with love and ambition from all our students, right? But through distance learning, it's harder.
There were a couple other things in the chat box that I don't think we picked up yet. Brian said he uses Photo Booth, which is on his MacBook, and it's very easy to use. Also had Nancy shared that she uses Clip Converter for her movies.
Yeah, I just saw that, so I'm gonna try that one too.
So lots of positive.
Yeah, these are all different. These are all different forums that people use to upload to Screencast to YouTube, and it's just really easy just to get your information to your students.
And Chris is showing us how mobile he is.
And his deck.
on his new day?
It's just easy to get outside, get that vitamin D. And I see people gotta go. Hey, you guys been awesome. If you guys have any questions, leave your email and I'll reach out to you. If not, reach out to me. And you guys have been awesome. Thank you for
Thank you,
coming.
everyone.
That was great. Thanks for everybody else pitching in and helping out.